Imagine a showdown for the ages, a clash so monumental it defies the boundaries of our imagination. In one corner we have a volcano, a colossal vent in the Earth's crust, spewing molten rock, ash and gases. This natural behemoth has shaped landscapes and altered climates for millions of years. In the other corner, a nuclear bomb, a horrific device capable of unleashing unimaginable destruction in a blinding flash, a product of human ingenuity and a symbol of our capacity for both creation and annihilation. The question is simple, yet terrifying. What happens when these two titans clash? Could such a scenario even be possible? And if so, what would the aftermath look like? It's a question that has lingered in the minds of scientists and science fiction enthusiasts alike. The idea of nature's fury meeting human-made destruction is both fascinating and horrifying. Could we, with our technological prowess, possibly tame the unyielding fury of nature? Or would we be mere spectators to an event beyond our control? The answer, as we'll soon discover, is far more complicated than a simple yes or no. It involves understanding the intricate dynamics of both natural and artificial forces. It delves into the very heart of our understanding of both the immense power and delicate balance of our planet. The interplay between these forces could redefine our perception of nature and technology. Join me as we embark on a journey to explore this explosive hypothetical scenario. Together, we'll traverse the realms of science, imagination, and ethical considerations. We'll delve into the science behind these forces of nature, uncovering the mechanisms that drive their incredible power. Examine the potential consequences of their collision and what such an event could mean for our world. And ultimately, grapple with the ethical and scientific implications of such an event. The answers we find may surprise you, and the questions we raise will challenge your understanding of our planet and our place within it. Before we delve into the hypothetical, let's first understand the contenders. Both volcanoes and nuclear bombs are forces of immense power, but they operate in fundamentally different ways. Volcanoes are essentially pressure valves for our planet. They are natural phenomena that have been shaping the Earth's landscape for millions of years. Deep beneath our feet, the Earth's mantle churns with molten rock, or magma. This molten rock is constantly moving and shifting, driven by the intense heat from the Earth's core. This magma, under immense pressure, seeks escape routes through weaknesses in the Earth's crust, erupting as lava, ash, and gases. These eruptions can be both awe-inspiring and devastating, capable of reshaping entire landscapes. Nuclear bombs, on the other hand, are a horrifying testament to human ingenuity. They are man-made devices designed to unleash unprecedented destruction. They work by harnessing the energy released during nuclear fission or fusion. In these processes, the nuclei of atoms are split or combined, releasing a tremendous amount of energy. In simple terms, these processes involve splitting or combining atoms, releasing energy that's millions of times greater than any chemical reaction. The result is an explosion of unimaginable power. Think of a volcano as a pressure cooker, releasing steam and heat to regulate internal pressure. This natural release prevents the buildup of excessive pressure that could lead to a catastrophic explosion. Now, imagine tossing a lit stick of dynamite into that pressure cooker. The sudden introduction of such a powerful explosive would disrupt the delicate balance, leading to a violent and uncontrolled release of energy. That's a crude but somewhat accurate analogy for what introducing a nuclear bomb into an active volcano might be like. The combination of these two forces could result in an explosion of unimaginable scale, with consequences that are difficult to predict. Now let's bring our contenders face to face. Imagine a nuclear bomb, strategically placed within the heart of an active volcano, primed for detonation. The bomb explodes, unleashing a blinding flash of energy, millions of degrees Celsius hot. This instantly vaporizes everything in its immediate vicinity, creating an expanding bubble of superheated gas. The immense pressure from this bubble would ripple through the volcano's internal structure, potentially interacting with the magma chamber in unpredictable ways. It's like throwing a wrench, or in this case a nuclear bomb-shaped wrench, into the already complex machinery of a volcanic eruption. But the story doesn't end there. The interaction between the nuclear explosion and the volcanic system is where things get really interesting. And by interesting, I mean potentially catastrophic. The immediate aftermath of the detonation would be a scene of unimaginable chaos. An explosion of this magnitude would likely trigger a massive earthquake, potentially even a volcanic eruption far larger than what would have occurred naturally. The surrounding landscape would be instantly reshaped, scarred by shockwaves and buried under tons of debris. Remember that pressure cooker analogy? Imagine now that the pressure cooker, unable to contain the force of the explosion, bursts open, flinging scorching hot contents everywhere. In this case, the contents would be a deadly mix of superheated volcanic gases, ash, and potentially even radioactive lava. The air would be thick with ash and toxic fumes, making it impossible to breathe. The ground would be littered with debris, some of it radioactive, posing a significant threat to any life that dared to venture near. Section 5. A world transformed. Long-term environmental consequences. The long-term environmental consequences of such an event are perhaps even more concerning than the immediate impact. The devastation would not be limited to the initial explosion or the immediate aftermath. Instead, it would ripple through the environment, affecting ecosystems and human societies for generations. The massive amount of ash and gases ejected into the atmosphere could trigger a volcanic winter, similar to what happened after the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. This would lead to a significant reduction in sunlight reaching the Earth's surface, drastically altering weather patterns and climate. This event led to a significant drop in global temperatures, causing widespread crop failures and famine. But that's not all. The agricultural collapse would lead to food shortages, economic instability, and social unrest, further compounding the disaster. The radioactive fallout from the bomb, combined with the naturally radioactive material unearthed by the explosion, would contaminate a vast area. This contamination would not be easily contained or cleaned up, posing a long-term threat to all forms of life. This radioactive material could linger in the environment for decades, even centuries, poisoning the soil, water, and air. The long-term health effects on humans and wildlife would be devastating, leading to increased cancer rates, genetic mutations, and loss of biodiversity. Imagine a world shrouded in a perpetual twilight, struggling to recover from a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The sun, obscured by a thick layer of ash and soot, would cast an eerie, dim light over a devastated landscape. The air, water, and land are tainted with invisible poison. Every breath, every sip of water, every bite of food would carry the risk of contamination. This, my friends, is one possible outcome of our explosive hypothetical scenario. It serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain with our environment, and the catastrophic consequences of tipping that balance too far. Section 6. Echoes of the past. Lessons not learned from history. Sadly, we don't need to rely solely on hypothetical scenarios to understand the potential consequences of such actions. History, as it often does, provides us with chilling examples of what happens when we tamper with forces beyond our control. The Chernobyl disaster of 1986, though not directly related to volcanoes, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating and long-lasting effects of radiation. The area surrounding the Chernobyl power plant remains uninhabitable to this day, a testament to the lingering legacy of radioactive contamination. While no one has ever attempted to nuke a volcano, and for good reason, the lessons learned from Chernobyl and other nuclear disasters provide a sobering glimpse into the potential consequences of such an action. Section 7. The unforeseen ripple effects. Beyond immediate destruction. The repercussions of detonating a nuclear bomb in a volcano would extend far beyond the immediate blast zone. The release of massive amounts of greenhouse gases and ash into the atmosphere could disrupt global weather patterns, leading to unpredictable and potentially catastrophic climate change. Imagine a world plagued by extreme weather events, scorching droughts in one region, devastating floods in another. The delicate balance of nature, already strained by human activity, could be thrown into complete disarray. The social and economic ramifications are equally dire. Mass displacement, food shortages, and widespread panic would likely ensue, leading to global instability and conflict. Section 8. The final verdict. A cost far outweighing any benefit. The bottom line is this. Detonating a nuclear bomb in a volcano is a terrible idea. The potential risks far outweigh any conceivable benefits. It's a gamble with our planet's delicate ecosystem, one that we simply cannot afford to take. Instead of seeking to control or weaponize these forces of nature, we should focus our efforts on understanding and respecting them. We must learn to live in harmony with our planet, not wage war on it. The pursuit of knowledge and scientific exploration is a noble endeavor, but it must be tempered with wisdom and responsibility. The universe is full of wonders, but it's also a place of immense power and potential danger. Section 9. A universe of wonder, our responsibility in the cosmic dance. As we gaze out into the cosmos filled with awe and wonder, let us remember that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. We are all passengers on this tiny blue planet, hurtling through the vastness of space. We have a responsibility to protect our home, to preserve it for future generations. Let us choose wisdom over recklessness, understanding over ignorance, and cooperation over conflict. For in the grand cosmic dance, our actions, however small they may seem, have the potential to echo throughout the universe. Let us strive to make those echoes ones of peace, progress, and a deep respect for the wonders of the cosmos.